wanna hold you, holding these letters like they are yours. I just wanna hold you, holding these letters like they are yours. I just can't wait till you touch down. Thinking about you locked up for 23 rounds. I just wanna hold you, holding these letters like they are yours.
Yo, fun. It's what's going on? It's the Juicy Show. Today we're gonna talk about some real topics. I'm gonna let my girl introduce herself so she can introduce her brand, what she's about, and then we're gonna get into the conversation. Go ahead.
Okay, hi, hello. Thank you for having me here. My name is Cecilia Conley, and I'm the CEO of Design Conviction, which is a social enterprise that is about showcasing stories of change, like we see incarcerated individuals and fellows as people.
Yo,
I just wanna hold you, holding these letters like they are yours. I just wanna hold you, holding these letters like they are yours. I just can't wait till you touch down. Thinking about you locked up for 23 rounds. I just wanna hold you, holding these letters like they are yours. Yeah.
Well, I met my husband 5 years ago. He had been already inside for 10 years. So he got life without parole at the age of 20. So for him, just imagine you're 20 years old, then you get life without parole. And here in Washington, life is life. That means until you die, kind of life. Because
yes,
there's so much. So, and Taylor is just one of many. There are many incarcerated individuals that are forgotten. They're trying really, really hard to get a hold of somebody to not feel alone. Because the way that our prison system is right now is we get somebody in and everybody forgets about it. And it's as a family. In my case, I didn't experience that because, as I say, I met him after that, and before him, I didn't know anybody in prison. But as a family, it's like a taboo. So sometimes the family kind of distance themselves from them. So there are a lot of folks that are trying to reach out to the family and loved ones, and they do it through art, through programs, to other stuff.
absolutely.
So Taylor always wanted to take that art and put it into something, and that's how we started.
And I was there before, so I know how that goes. And my husband was there before also, so I know how that goes. What do you think makes people forget about the ones that are locked up? What is it that people forget? Because I know life gets hectic. My brother was locked up for 15 years. He just came out of jail, and life gets hectic and shit like that. So what do you think makes people like forget about them?
I think
Is it the system?
I think in the system that there's no programs in which you could go and visit your loved one and have activities with them besides visitation. And whenever you have to
Yes.
visitation, it's a very not comfortable environment, so it's a hassle to go there. And it's always a reminder that hey, you're in prison visiting your loved one. If you touch them a little bit more, then you're getting in trouble. So it's very strict environment, and they're basically housed in a box that is closed to the public.
Yes. What do you think the law that we must change so these people can get a second chance? Because for me, I feel like they have all these programs in jail, but they don't help you get out. You get what I'm saying? Like you can do all these things in jail. Like he's very inspirational for him to get this far, and others that are doing this to get this far. But why is it not letting them get out? What do we need to do to help him get out?
We need to look into what other countries are doing. Like, we are not asking for anything radical. There's a lot of people in here that have never been affected by incarceration. It's until you get affected by incarceration. How I got affected, I met Taylor. I was his friend. I got close to him. And after I started caring about him, then I opened my eyes to all this stuff that's going on. But like, once you're here, you look around, you get outside America, and you see these countries that have maximum 20 years, even for serial killers kind of stuff, and it sounds crazy, but it's working for them. And it's why it's working for them, because they're doing the right thing.
Here, you get what I'm saying? It's like they don't want you to talk to them. You have to send money for everything. Everything's about money.
Yes, yes, it's definitely a business for them. That's why we have mass incarceration. It's not because we're making our streets safer, because we're not. It's just you are just making sure that the guys that are in the system gain money. Because, for example, here in Washington State, we only have one supplier for food. One supplier. Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard in Ohio they have three options, but here in Washington State, just one supplier for food. So if I want to send him food, I have to pay the price that the one supplier has, and not quality food nor nothing, just crap.
And it's
Uh,
crazy because all this stuff is in Dollar Tree. And they're
yes,
charging like $4 or $5 for everything that you could buy at a Dollar Tree for $1. That's the crazy schnauzle right there.
exactly. It's like they're just taking advantage of us, the families, because in the end, it's like if nobody can pay food for them, they wanna eat the crap food that they get. But if they have loved ones like us that we care, we're just overpaying for stuff that we could buy way cheaper. So it's just we're just money maker for them.
Yeah.
The
Maybe
cost
they can
to
create like a food share type of thing where, because they always say they want to check stuff, we drop stuff off for the people that, need it, and people can just drop it off. You get what I'm saying? And they can go through it. Long as it's, they can create the list that they want. But it can't be like $3 for something that's like $1. That's like boo cool. Like that's a flip. Like they're drug dealing us. Like,
yes, exactly.
like
That's what it is here,
these
but
not people that know what's expensive. They starving there because they want their family to eat.
yes,
They're like, no, I'm good. I'll just take the phone calls. I'll starve. You shouldn't have to be doing all of that. Yes, people do wrong things. We got that. But if you honestly don't know and it's off a he say and she say, you cannot put them in a predicament like that and have them just starve out and die like that. A lot of people die, like hang themselves. It gets crazy in there.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, there. You asked me one thing I want to change. I couldn't choose. There are so many things that we need to change. I even put the question on the sign commission. What is one thing that we want to change? And everyone was like, bail and cash bail. That was a good one because okay, coming back to the start, you
Yeah.
get somebody that could be wrongly convicted or innocent, and then you have to pay 100,000 to get out of it. If not, you have to wait in jail. Are you serious? Like,
I feel like that is a problem, and I would say like probation. Like instead of them, like I get the probation situation, but that's a little bit crazy too. Like I feel like there should be a structure. Like when I was in jail, I read the whole book, and they're supposed to give you money when you get out of jail. They're supposed to have a setup when you get out of jail. You get what I'm saying? They don't have none of that shit. They just shit you out like a piece of shit and keep that shit moving. So I feel like they should have a more structured person. They should be not released out to be a bum for them to create more crimes. Because let's say if I just shipped out of jail and I couldn't get a job off the rip because they're saying that you have to apply if you got to say you were in jail, right? So you can't get a job. You're forced to sell drugs or you're forced to go do whatever you need to do to survive because that's what you're putting into. You should at least have them come out, not in a halfway house, but like if somebody like as far as Taylor, come out if he has a wife or whatever, just let him live. You get what I'm saying? And check on him once a month, You don't have to be ransacking somebody's house or doing a background check on other people. That's not why people don't come out, because they don't have a person that they could go to because the people get scared. They're like, oh, we don't want the cops in our house,
Yo, bring it back, I'ma keep it a stack. I spray Vicky on the front and the back, just to show you love, just to give you hugs, just to show you I was sent from above, just to show you I ain't giving up, just to show you I'm with the shit, what's up? To just put a big smile in your face and get you out that empty space. I just wanna hold you, holding these letters like they are yours. Wanna hold you, holding these letters like they are yours. I just can't wait till you touch down. Thinking about you locked up for 23 rounds. I just wanna hold you, holding these letters like they are yours. These letters letters like they are, yo. I just can't wait till you touch down. Thinking about you locked up for 23 rounds. I just wanna hold you, holding these letters